Pete from Cheap Homesteading. We're in the sugar bush today, and we are getting ready for the upcoming maple season. The weather all of a sudden changed. It was pretty cold, and then it's showing in the forecast for the next week that it's going to be above 0 in the day and below at night, so that is perfect for maple syrup. But the problem is, you go from being, oh, there's lots of time, to you're already late. So today I was going to work on the sugar shack, but we really have to abandon that idea. And I'm going to try to haul out some of the cubes, wash them out, get some of the barrels ready, wash out some buckets. We got to get ready for this upcoming season. I got my drill attachment for my MS 250. The drive sprocket was wrong, so I just don't know how this happens. Now we'll be going to plan B, which is actually going out there with a cordless drill, because I need to get these trees tapped. We're going to start off by pulling the cubes out, get them close to the house so I can wash them out. At work, I made a very hastily made set of forks so I can carry the cubes out, because they're very hard to move. You can pull them, but you'll end up destroying them. So I got to come back and brace it up, but it's definitely going to be strong enough just to get these cubes out. So that cube, the tap broke last year, and I couldn't drain it, and it was a real pain to ever clean it out. So what I'm going to do is we're going to drag it to the house, and I most likely will cut a hole in the top of it, and I'll just bail it by hand with a bucket, or maybe if we get real fancy, we'll get a pump, and so we can pump it out. Really want to be able to use it because it holds 1,000 liters, and it's just sitting here, and the way it is, I can't use it. So if I drag it back, we'll wash it out, cut off the top or something, but it's no good sitting here. know, if anyone says doing maple syrup isn't a lot of work, they're crazy. Have to wash all the buckets out again. I got to get the barrels, the cubes all back here. And then I still have to tap the trees. So I'm hoping I can get the buckets up and the pipelines because it really looks like this week it possibly could really run. And I remember one year I said, oh, there's plenty of time, and I missed a whole week because it's hard to get out here when you're working. So today's the day I have to get them tapped. We're gonna throw some clean water in there. And I'm gonna use a round brush. I find this works the best. I don't know if it's meant to wash these cubes out, but it does a great job. When you make maple syrup, it's boiled so long, there is no hope of anything still in there after you boiled it like that. But I like washing it out good, throwing vinegar in it, rinse it a few times, wash it again. Get rid of any visible stains which can hold bacteria. But I'm hoping I'm not boring you, because you know what? I like to film exactly what's happening. This is reality homesteading here. There's a lot of boring stuff you do with maple syrup, but the fun part is actually when you're out there boiling it. So we're gonna keep pushing through. I'm gonna wash off the outside of this cube, and we're gonna bring it back out to the sugar shack. So much easier to move the cubes around with that thing. That thing's awesome. In the old days, I lifted those up there myself, and that's a tug, even empty. It's crazy. I almost have the buckets washed out. I'll just one more rinse and I'm done. I got one more run back to the bush, and I must have left the lights on the tractor or something. The battery's dead. Nice. Let's see if this thing starts. Must be the safety switch. Okay, let's see. For some reason, today just went really tough. By the time I got the cubes out and washed out and back, and then all of a sudden I started having tractor trouble. Wouldn't start. I don't know where the ignition gets power from, but there's no power, so I had to run a jumper wire, and then I could at least move it because it was in front of my house. But I got it moved, and that's about enough for today. So you guys have a good one.